Speaking of staying alive, Ash, did you get the Ring of Observation?
I don't believe I bought it.
I had it in my shopping list for you.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't add it, but you can go ahead and add it. Just subtract your money. Anyway, all right. So since we are all here, shall we get started? Is there really anything to recap from last time?
We said our goodbyes,
Yeah, that
Nice.
was
We had a
about
party.
it.
and we got and gave a bunch of gifts.
I got
Including a
this.
not haunted mansion.
I got this nice locket. It's got
Yeah.
lipstick on it.
I got
From-
goo.
You got goo.
Oh yeah, you got goop. From the friendly wood wisps.
And you know how to create your own goop.
Yeah.
I said like magical phlegm. Are you gonna cough it up?
Yeah.
Just like reaches under his mask and pulls out a handful of glue.
Ew. Anyway, yeah. You guys had a bit of a farewell party. You said your goodbyes to the NPCs of Sunshell. You won't be seeing them for a while. Probably, if you ever go back. Not that that means anything. Anyway. And yeah, you guys boarded the plane to Caledon. You took Tyrion's private jet northward, and you guys are on your way there. It's a fairly long flight. It's about 6 hours, because you're going from Sheridan, which is down here. You guys were up here, and you're going up here. So, to give you a bit of a briefing on what Caledon is like. So, Caledon is vaguely modeled after Scotland. So, it has a couple of different geographical regions. It consists of, let's see, of course, the Highlands, which is a very hilly, rocky, and mountainous area that spans roughly the northern part of the country. So, you're like right about here. And a bunch of rocky foothills in the flatlands. Then you have the Midlands, which are the flat area along the center of the country. And then you have the Lowlands, which occupy the southern part of the country. And then you have like a bunch of islands in the north called the Orkans, which are populated largely by orcs. It's their ancestral home. It's very hard living up there because it is the furthest settlements north, but the people there are very, very hardy, a little tough, a little eccentric, especially with the way daylight is up there in the winter. I mean, of which there is none, sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, the place that you guys are going to be headed to is an errant town in the Highlands by the name of Sworddale. It's kind of a central errant hub in the northern part of the country that connects with a bunch of smaller towns all around it, like up to the northern coastline. Everything is mainly accessible by train. I mean, you do have roads and stuff, but getting around is a lot easier. A lot of freight is moved by train rather than by air, simply because flight conditions are a little tricky in Caledon. Because it's very rocky, mountainous, it gets foggy a lot. So the
And
winter
windy,
and
probably.
and windy, yeah. So the spring and winter months are a bit hazardous for air travel. I mean, you're fine for the most part. But because of the weather conditions, you won't be traveling to Sworddale directly. You'd have to land at an airport more central and then take a train to Sworddale, which is what you end up doing. Anyway, it's gonna be a couple of hours before you land. Is there anything you guys want to do on the plane, like in terms of briefing or information and whatnot? I can supply you that. I mean, you're gonna be going on plane and then probably at least an hour or so by train.
I mean, I guess first crew would try to like. We're meeting with people in Caledon, right? We're not just being dropped off. Have fun.
Yeah, you do have a. Well, you guys don't have a contact. Ash does.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Her name is Regina Edgerly, and she is. I guess you could call her a private detective. She's employed by a detective agency up in Caledon, and she helped out Ash previously a couple of years back when he ran into trouble, air quotes. Well, I mean, at this point you know what that trouble is, so. Yeah, Ash was accused of murder of his former party. I'm pretty sure he told you guys that.
You told us all of it.
Told you everything.
Gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I. Sorry. I think Rue would just kind of try to like. You know, ask Ash about her a bit, just to, you know. Because this is going to be the first person we meet, so he would rather not have a horrible first impression.
Alright, so I'll answer this since Nate... Well, Nate knows some of the details, not all of them, but I can tell you. Alright, so Regina Edgerly is a former suit agent, much like Trey and Pent. But unlike those two, she was a face rank. She was the former Queen of Spades. So being a spade, she was, I guess you could call her an assassin. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. She was very good at hunting people down and cleaning up loose ends. So it's a little bit ironic that she's a private detective now. But according to Ash, she's how to describe her? A little quirky? Yeah, let's go with that. She's a little quirky. She is somewhat intense, but also she's got a bit of a soft side. She is an insectoid. She is a skitter. She is a bee lady. Yeah, so she looks like a bee.
Let's fucking go! Okay, I'm back.
Not the bees! Yeah, no, she is a bee lady, which is why did I ask you guys if any of you were, like, averse to insects? No, I asked about dolls.
You asked about dolls, not insects.
Yeah, okay, I mean, if any of you are averse to insects, I can change her ancestry pretty easy, but I'll retcon it later. Anyway, yeah, because there's somebody in one of my other campaigns that is arachnophobic, so I had to be very careful to not use anything with 8 legs. So, yeah. Anyway, so since none of you are averse to insects, yeah, she's a bee lady.
Bumblebee.
And a little, yeah, she's a bumblebee. She's a little bit eccentric, a little intense. So hello, Kay. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, she's a little intense, a little eccentric. But she's always been good to Ash. She keeps him updated on the things going on in regards to his case, which his family hired the detective agency for. It's been a couple of years, so they haven't made much progress, but yeah. That's what he can tell you about her. She's, I guess, more pleasant than most of the other former Suits agents that you've met, because Trey was very Prickly.
Standoffish.
Yeah, and standoffish. And then you have Pent, who is Pent. I'm sorry.
That's what you described him
Very,
as.
very endearing. Very endearing.
I mean, Pent is pretty pleasant. I mean, compared to most of the suits agents that you've met. I'd say Regina would probably, personality-wise, be somewhat close to Pent. More warm and pleasant, I guess. Yeah. Which is weird for a Spades agent.
Also, to be fair, Trey was also dead for the last while, so
Yeah.
pretty fair to be kind of standoffish. Just a thought.
That is true. Hard to be in a good mood when you're dead. Anyway, yeah. That
I don't know. I would have imagined all the worries would just go right through him.
Ha ha ha! Do not make me stab you for your bad jokes.
I can do that.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. Feel free. Anyway, yeah, that is what Ash tells you in the briefing while you're in the air. Is there any other information that you guys would like to go over while you're in transit, either in the air, on the train?
I guess more info maybe about the town itself we're going to.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Sworddale is, I guess you could call it the largest town in the Caledonian Highlands. It is a fairly populous errant town. So, it has a fairly large population of errants, both local and foreign. And like I mentioned previously, it connects to a lot of smaller outlying towns in the region. So it's the main hub. So it's kind of like what Sunshale was to Texada, where you guys were. So, you know, you had like a smaller town like Table Rock, which still has errant station there, but Sunshale is the main hub. So that's where you guys are headed. Sworddale is... It's fairly friendly to foreign errants. I mean, it does have a very strong errant economy. But given how rough the region is, people there are fairly tough. Even the locals aren't really anything to shake a stick at, or, you know, you wouldn't really want to cross them. They're pretty tough, because they kind of have to be able to hold their own, because errants tend to be somewhat scattered off on contracts or exploration and stuff like that. So, yeah, when stuff happens, which is... I wouldn't say a regular occurrence, but it's not exactly surprising when it happens. So, like, the stuff that you guys went through, you know, the undead apocalypse stuff, think that, but on a much, much lesser scale.
And
like
they deal with it regularly.
Semi-regularly, it's not unexpected. So they deal with things like undead popping up every once in a while, the occasional strong monster, wild beasts, yeah. And there have been an increasing number of incidences lately, in addition to errants disappearing, or a lot of injuries in battle, yeah, over the years.
I think we can guess where they disappeared to.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not a bad place. Yeah, Sworddale's not a bad place, but the locals are friendly, but there is definitely a difference between how you're treated as, you know, a local versus an errant, and even then there's a difference between how you're treated as a local errant versus a foreign errant. It's not that they're mean to you or like they treat you bad. It's just...
You just might have to pay a little more at like certain restaurants.
quite. More like, if you can get in good with them, they'd be more willing to give up information. Like, if they know you're a local, they're more likely to share things with you than if you were a foreigner. It's kind of like a small town vibe. Like, if you're from out of town, oh, they know. It's obvious because people talk, right? And if you're an out-of-towner, they might be more cagey with information. They're still friendly. They'll treat you nice. You know, hospitality is an important aspect of Caledonian culture. But when it comes to favors or information, it'll be harder to get things out of them. Now, that isn't to say that you can't be, you know, considered an honorary local, but that takes a fair bit of time and developing connections. So you can earn that status, but you really have to earn it.
And we do have a local, but using that local status might be risky.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Yeah,
else?
probably not the best idea there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I have mentioned the how crime and justice works in Caledon, which is, let's just say it's not great. It's complicated. It used to be worse. It's gotten better over the last 10 years or so, but it's still really, really lagging behind. So, Caledonians are very, I wouldn't call them law-abiding, but when people break laws, they're very swift in trying to deliver justice. However, their interpretation of justice traditionally has not exactly been unbiased. So if people don't like you, it's pretty much, you know, conviction, a court of public opinion. So if people don't like you, you're pretty much guilty, even if you're not guilty. Also, because communities tend to be fairly tight-knit, if somebody speaks out against you and they have a good reputation, it's their word against yours, and, well, their word is valued more.
Looks at Ash. Yeah, I can see why that would be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Very ouch.
And, yeah, it's led to a lot of issues with the court system over the last couple of years. It's largely been reformed, but again, change takes a lot of time, and Caledon's got a lot of backlog to work through. And the way things have gone, a lot of investigation agencies and law firms have opened up to kind of help deal with that backlog. So, the way they operate is most of these agencies and firms are owned and operated by locals because, well, you need somebody that's very well versed in the local laws and the justice system in order to get things done. However, many of the people employed in these agencies are not necessarily locals. A lot of them are foreigners working as field agents, working on investigations, or just, you know, boring old law clerks putting together information for cases and stuff like that. But they don't actually bring them to trial. That's the job of the lawyers, which are different. There's actually a difference between barristers and attorneys. I mean, even here, yeah, they're two different things, but the same person can fulfill both duties in Europe, though not necessarily the case. But anyway, we're going by European standards here. So yeah. Basically, what you guys are going to be doing is meeting Regina at one of these agencies. yeah. That's
Alright.
that's pretty much the rough plan, at least for the moment.
Or we go off the woods and explore a mansion.
I mean, you could do that too.
We're gonna wander off into the woods and just throw our dollhouse down.
any other bits of information that you'd like to go over before you land in Caledon proper?
I think that's all I need for now.
Hmm.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to go over?
Not as of the moment.
All right.
Maybe we
then.
want to have a panic attack on the plane.
Yeah. How are you guys in terms of flying? Because I don't know how Kuminos has traveled around. I imagine he's either hitchhiked, gone over land on boats, but not really planes.
I mean, if he can deal with being on like the smaller craft that we had that crashed in the middle of nowhere, I think he can survive the commercial line.
All right.
Well, it's a private jet, so at least there's not much noise to deal with.
How does Doc handle flying, like high altitude flying? Doesn't affect your weird physiology, does it?
It doesn't really, no.
Okay. Pressurized
Not
cabin
now, at least.
should be fine.
Huh.
Plus, there's no eardrums really to pop, I guess.
Nope.
Or maybe there is, just
Just the occasional bubbles.
just the occasional bubbles.
You can't see it if there are bubbles.
Anyway, the 6-hour flight passes by without incident. Most of you guys just spend that time either resting, relaxing, or quietly going over the information, what little you have about Caledon.
Neck pillow and
where you're
coffee.
going. Yeah, Doc's sipping on his coffee.
Drew's making all the use of the complimentary apple juice that every flight has.
And of course, Kuminos has his own. Yeah, towards the end of the flight time, the pilot comes over the PA system and announces the beginning of landing procedures. And when you look out the window, I can actually see the ground, and it's patches of green and white. It is the beginning of winter, and with as far north as you're going, for some of you, this is the first time that you've seen snow, and this much of it. It's kind of interesting. It's weird. The other thing that you note too is that the sky is gray, foggy. It's very different from the wide, clear blue skies that you've seen around Sunshell. It's a vast change of scenery. Go from warm and sunny to rather cold and gloomy. And as you guys descend into Caledon proper and land in the airport, it's kind of cold and nippy. Way colder than it ever got in Sunshell. And
Looks over at crew.
yeah.
Crew's just in. I truly think Crew has never seen snow in his life. So I
Really?
think
Like, okay. Stahlberg is here. Like, it's hot. It's warm up here in northern Stahlberg.
yeah,
but in, like,
I imagine he was like up in like northern Stahlberg, like mid to northern Stahlberg.
I mean, you'd probably still see snow, maybe. I don't know. It's a
Climate's
little
weird.
more. It's moderate there, but climate's weird. Anyway.
Okay, so alright, rather than never seeing it was at least a much rarer occurrence, so like he's still
haven't seen
very
snow.
much
Yeah, you haven't
definitely
seen
never
snow.
seen this much snow.
Well, you've never seen snow like this. Like, the snow that Crew's probably seen, limited to, I guess, large flurries, but nothing that sticks around all that much. Where Crew's from is a little more... temperate. I mean, you've seen snow, just not a lot of it, not accumulation.
Yeah, so there was a little bit of just that like wide-eyed amazement on the plane, seeing, just an actual like path of just a ground of snow on the bottom. And then as soon as he steps out, it's just, oh, this is why. And just immediately just shrinks it on himself, freezing, teeth chattering, just immediately.
Is there a breeze? Is there like a slight breeze?
Yeah, tiny bit of a breeze. I mean, it's you're in the Midlands. The airport's in the Midlands, but the winds blow through Caledon pretty strong, especially during the winter, especially in the plains and everything. Ash, you're used to this. This is home for you. Sheridan was a little hot for your liking, especially in Texada, but this is what you know. This is what you remember. So
This is just a light t-shirt weather kind of day.
oh yeah. Your hoodie is more than enough to keep the cold out. Like
We must have come down on a particularly cold day.
Huh? It's actually pretty warm.
What?
Yeah, it could be worse.
Brew, did you not pack the appropriate climate clothes?
I brought a sweater if it was snowing.
Do they have like blankets at the airport for people like this?
I mean, the airport, they probably have like windbreakers and jackets for sale just in case, because sometimes that happens.
I see.
You know, small heat packs, you can put in your pockets.
You need the hot hands.
You need hot hands.
Look,
Or get Kamash to cast produce flame for you.
I don't think they'd be
Oh.
a fan of that in the airport.
oh wait, I know. Speaking of things they're probably not fans of at the airport, I forgot I have this. I think
Wisp.
Crew's gonna bring out a fire wisp.
Oh no.
In an airport.
It's just a wisp.
Made of fire.
Yeah, Crew. In the middle of summoning, because it takes like what? It takes a bit. It's not instantaneous.
Yeah, it's a minute, so like
Yeah.
easily enough time to stop Crew.
So the minute you try to summon a wisp, you hear like a small siren go off. And you see what looks like airport security coming your way in like one of those golf carts. They're waving at you. They look very displeased.
Ash is gonna wander off to like one of those like small restaurants they have.
Doc will wander up to him.
You can hear the airport security officers already yelling at you, Crew. Oi! No magic in airport grounds.
Sorry.
One of the officers gets out of the cart
God.
and starts writing down a ticket.
More debt.
Rips off the ticket from the pad and then hands it to you. You have to pay a fine now.
Who's just gonna... Very first thing he does in a new country is commit a crime.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It is, according to the ticket, it is a 25 GP fine for unauthorized magic usage. Unauthorized magic usage in a restricted area.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think Crew's just gonna he's just gonna take the ticket and put the summoning array away. There's no point in fighting this. It would just be bad for everyone.
We can do it once we're outside.
And the,
The rest of you have wandered off and just left Crew to
I
take the ticket.
I forget. Are elemental crystals magical? Could I hold on to one of those?
Just stick it in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta those. That's the hand warmers.
I mean, you could probably do that. Probably.
They're innate magic, so it should be fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine. They're like hand warmers.
Yeah, I honestly imagine that, like, Misgard hand warmers do have like fire sand, like fire crystal sand.
Yeah.
So it's all like grind it up.
So after putting that, he's just gonna honestly a little bit sort of like after the cops go away, making sure that they're not like staring at him. Like wait till he's not. He's gonna wait until he's like behind a wall or something to grab the fire crystal just in case. Actually, no. He's gonna find where find where the people who abandoned him are and ask if he can take out a fire crystal. He already got fined. He doesn't want another one.
Yeah, for it, the rest of your party is suspiciously absent. After even before your altercation with airport security. I don't know where Pent and Cuminos are, but Doc and Ash just wandered off.
Mine is
Probably
probably sitting at the.
followed,
Oh,
Finish your thought.
I would have followed Ash.
Mine is rather just at the food court.
yes. So everybody.
Yeah, we all went to the
Milos.
food
Yeah.
Yeah, Crew, the rest of your party has been suspiciously absent since even before your altercation with airport security. After wandering around the terminal for a couple minutes, you find them all in like the food court area. Yeah. Just casually looking at the menus of the restaurants that are there, totally not ignoring you.
How cold is it inside the actual airport?
Actually pretty warm.
Okay.
You were defrosting earlier.
There you. So, were none of you going to stop me from trying that?
I mean, if you didn't get caught, then it would have been fine, right?
I didn't know what you were doing.
Well, I was cold, so I thought of having. You know,
It was a brilliant idea.
evidently it wasn't. Puts the ticket on the table.
Actually, hang on, wait a second. So, Crew has high intelligence, and being from another country, I'm pretty sure Crew would know normal airport security stuff.
I think
like
I
bare
think-
bones basics.
I think this was truly a moment of like just. Yes,
I'm code,
he
so let me warm
knows.
myself up.
Yeah, I think this was truly a moment of I know what the rules are, but I have just been hit with a complete like ice shock to the system. That was a complete reset, so I can't think as well. And hey, I have a very easy access to heat. Let me warm myself up real quick.
Oh, it cold, brain no worky. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So
Uh,
that's why rather than were none of you gonna tell me about, it's like none of you were gonna stop me.
Why would I do that? Anyway, did you want a sandwich or something?
Yeah, did I have anything with turkey?
You want
You
something
want
cold?
spicy? You want a spicy turkey sandwich or something?
They got coffee and some like patty melts.
I'll grab. Yeah, I could go for a patty melt right now.
Actually,
Just-
some of the local favorites are sausage rolls and meat pies. Those are pretty good.
Kolaches. We have kolaches here.
I guess. I don't know
Alright.
what that is.
Think of like a pig in a blanket, but big,
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. they
and
probably
it
have
has
that.
cheese inside of it with the sausage.
Oh yeah, they'd probably have that there. There's also this thing.
Oh
called,
yeah, those look. Damn, that looks
pasties.
good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's also this thing
Yeah.
called pasties that you've never really seen before.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what Ash would have is a couple of kolaches.
Oh yeah, there's also this thing called haggis that you've never really seen.
Oh god, not airport haggis.
Airport haggis.
Oh god, no.
Actually, funnily enough, haggis, it sounds worse than it actually is. It's pretty
No, I'm
much
perfectly
just...
fine with haggis. I want to try haggis at some. I don't want to try it from an airport. I don't want the frozen, reheated haggis.
Anyway. While the rest of the party has been chilling in the airport food court, Ash has informed you that your journey isn't quite over yet. You're going to need to take a train up to Sworddale, where the detective's office is. Just another trip, but the train station is connected to the airport, so you don't really have to travel extra far.
I shouldn't linger long. We do have a train to catch, right?
Yeah, it should be here in like, I don't know, half an hour. We have time.
Oh, okay.
Wait, half an hour when the don't we need to go get like our luggage and go through passport control and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
You'll
what?
be okay.
We just all saw this food court and wanted to go over here for a bit.
I'm hungry. What do you want from me?
Are you one of those people that goes like 3 hours before?
Yes! Do you know how expensive the flights are?
Goes
You-
3 hours before, but still doesn't know any better to not use magic in an airport. Okay. I see how it is.
You just, I imagine this is one of those cases where like the plane lands and there's like a bit of an outside portion, but like you walk outside to like either
yeah,
like on a
you're-
bus. Yeah, so like
It's a private
It was-
jet. You're landing right on the tarmac.
yeah, so like it was right when we stepped outside that crew started doing that.
Questioning all of his life choices.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you guys hang out in the airport for a little bit before boarding your train, and it's about an hour train ride to Sworddale. It's both far and not far at all. And as you guys are traveling northward, you get to see more of the Caledonian scenery, which is very rocky, hilly, but you do see mountains in the distance that grow ever closer, and just rocky hills and dense pine forests, and
Pine.
and
Pine
Ash,
tree.
this is all very familiar scenery to you. It feels like home. Actually, home's not too far away to begin with. You live not far from Sworddale. And eventually you guys find yourselves outside the train station in Sworddale. So let me go ahead and change maps.
You wanna help me? Is that helping? I don't know.
Where's there we go. Okay.
Ah, map.
Yeah. Welcome
Wow.
to Sworddale.
Wow.
Wow.
As you step out of
Also,
the
I
train
just-
station.
Sorry,
Oh,
real
yeah, go
real
ahead.
quick. I just realized, what happens with Mate during the flight? Is he like
He's got like,
forced to turn off? Like, does he have to go in like luggage, or is he like does he get his own seat?
he gets a sticker, you know, so it's like this is
This is a support animal.
yes.
Yeah, I guess. It's like a laptop, I guess. It maybe gets a
Authorized
special
device.
Yeah, authorized construct or something like that.
Mhm.
But Mate would have to be put into a safe mode.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah. Unfortunately, well, I mean, I guess we shouldn't be saying the explode word in a bomb in an airport anyway. So.
Yeah.
Again, Fate's currently in somehow even more lapdog mode.
Very nice.
Yeah, as you step outside the train station, you're met with, I guess, the typical Caledonian architecture. A lot of stone and wood buildings. Sworddale itself is built into a rocky hillside. Kinda, it's like a walled fortress city almost. And the houses are built into the hills. It looks kind of.
It's very elevated.
Yeah, it's there's some elevation. Well, I think by the time you get to Sworddale, it would be like around noon-ish.
Mhm. Are these like lamps?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are lamps.
I step out and I have absolutely no idea where to go.
Anyone have a map?
Are there signs anywhere?
Actually,
Gotcha.
right here.
Damn it! In my rush to get on the train, I forgot to buy a SIM card. I don't want to have to pay roaming fees.
Yes, you'd much rather play a legal fees, it seems like.
I was called, and
That's a turn off.
it was taking an entire. You could have stopped me.
I didn't know what you were doing. For whatever reason, I didn't think you were going to do that. Odd.
It's a summoning array for what else would I be doing with the list? Summoning array.
Do you think I pay attention to everything that you fiddle within your hands? That happens nearly every moment of every day. I don't know what you're touching half the time.
You know what? That's fair. I can't argue with that. That's fair. That's fair.
Wanna go get some
Yes.
ice cream? Would that make you feel better?
Soft serve sounds good right now.
Is it a bit cold for that?
No.
That's partly the joke on my part, but actually ice cream does sound rather nice.
Man, like unless you're from somewhere that's cold, yeah, like you still eat ice cream in the winter. Mm-hmm.
I would imagine Kumai's sense of temperature is very poor given the current state of his everything.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
just well.
I would imagine that like physical sensation and like temperature, being able to sense temperature, yeah, it's probably kind of messed up. All those
Two flesh
burst
abominations
burns.
can't sense
Yeah.
temperature.
The
Yes.
two flesh abominations, yeah, can't sense temperature.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. You know,
All I can imagine is Kuminos accidentally putting his hand on a hot stove and not realizing it.
why do I smell sausage?
Oh yeah, speaking of Kuminos, the
Yes.
entire trip by train, more so by train than when you landed initially. Ever since your, let's call it accident, accident,
Yes,
air quotes.
it was very unintentional.
Very unintentional. Yeah, since your accident, you've been able to kind of sense the energies of not just people but also places. And ever since your exploits in the underground labs, that ability has only kind of grown stronger with, the development of the psychometric resonance and stuff like that. Since you left Sunshell, vibes have been different. While you were in the air, your connection to the energies of the land, not nearly as strong, but once you landed in Caledon, you can actually sense the difference in between the two places. Where Sunshale was kind of, warm, dusty. Like, I'm just kind of describing them in terms that you'd be able to understand. It's kind of like warm, dusty, rugged. Caledon has its own ruggedness, not too dissimilar from Sheridan, but it feels more vibrant, green, but also sturdy, hardy. It's like it's like comparing a red canyon rock to a mossy stone, if that makes any sense.
I think so.
Yeah,
It's
I
wet.
get what you're putting down.
it's wet. It's cold. It's wet. Has a weird smell. But a rock is a rock. Anyway, yeah. Doc. So you go looking for a map, and you see a billboard. Has like your standard billboard posting. It's not really an errant contract board. It's like a more public news board. But you do see a city map, transit schedules, bus schedules, and then all sorts of paper advertisements that have been pinned to it.
What kind of advertisements are there?
A lot of advertisements for the local bars and taverns. Oh, pubs. Let's call them pubs. Of which there's a lot. A couple of ads, or there's a flyer advertising the local arena. Just more like an underground fighting pit than an arena. There's a couple of local Errands Association flyers, and also flyers for several investigation agencies. And, law firms as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a fire ring somewhere.
How many of the law firms say injured? Question.
Oh, the personal injury attorneys. I'd say like a handful, like 5 or 6. But the number of postings for private investigator services are like double or triple that.
So, a lot.
Mm-hmm. Like, Swordale is not nearly as big of a town as Sunshell was, but it's still fairly big.
Okay. Ash, do you know which one the one we have to go to is called?
Let me see. Isn't it? Let's take a look at the advertisement, see if it's on there. If he recognizes a familiar name.
It's been a while, but it's hard to forget the name of the agency that Regina works for, and I'll type it in chat for you. Please don't laugh.
We're gonna laugh.
Ah,
Ah, yes, the MacGuffin.
the MacGuffin.
I can't believe we found it so soon, honestly.
Yeah,
MacGuffin?
MacGuffin.
Yeah, so MacGuffin Investigations is run by its lead investigator by the name of Gruff MacGuffin. Also,
That is also quite a funny name.
Is that the crime dog?
you
He
know,
gets it right away.
you got it right away. I will award you a hero point for that.
I've
He
never
guessed it
even
right
seen
away.
the show.
Fun fact, I actually considered making Regina's last name Edgeworth just for the Ace Attorney. But I thought, no, that's too on the nose, so I changed it.
Yeah, I know I at least would have seen that shit.
Yeah, it's too on the nose. That's why we named it MacGuffin instead.
yeah, the other insanely hit fucking indie series.
Well, the funny thing, do you know where the term MacGuffin comes from?
I just
No, but
googled it honestly because I
evidently
realized I
Gavin
didn't
gasped
know
that
it.
it's self-named and it just kind of stuck. Well,
So-
something else named it after the guy who did it, and it stuck.
Wait, that's a
It's usually how these things go.
your parents' place that crashed by the Krispy Kreme. Literally in front of the Krispy Kreme.
Well, I can tell you right now, the person who seemingly popularized the MacGuffin definitely doesn't have MacGuffin in his name.
Well,
Not
but yeah, someone
true,
else.
actually. So the term was kind of popularized by Alfred Hitchcock when talking about storytelling and stuff. And MacGuffin was just a term he made up because MacGuffin's a plot device that's very important, but its actual usage is actually kind of irrelevant. It's just it exists to be chased after. It triggers all of the action in the story, but what it actually does doesn't matter. It could be literally anything. And the reason why it's called MacGuffin is what was the actual situation that he described? It's a thing that wards away lions in the Scottish Highlands. But there are no lions in the Scottish Highlands, I know.
Oh.
But doesn't stop people from wanting it.
What
Yeah,
if there were lions?
Yeah, it was explained in 1939 lecture at Columbia University, according to Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I see 2 lions right now.
Which is
A
kind of
lot of lions got yes.
which is really funny. Anyway, yeah. And what was it? I think it's McGruff, the crime dog. Yeah, so I just kind of I just mashed those two together, and you have Gruff MacGuffin. And yeah, he is a dog. He is a Shoonie.
Shuni have one of my favorite feats because it's a feat where you where you basically dig and dazzle people in a cone, and the feat doesn't say how big the cone is.
But yeah, the agency that you're going to is MacGuffin Investigations. That is where Regina works.
So she doesn't have her own. It's just where she works at.
Yeah, that's the one she works at.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Alright. I guess we can Google that.
You mean demystify?
Yeah, what the hell am I talking about?
What is Google?
Yeah, because we're going. We're going there.
We're going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you look up
Please?
the address. It's actually not far. You could probably walk there. Although crew might die in the cold temperatures.
How are you holding up, crew?
Bad.
Ah,
I think you're safe to summon a fire wisp now.
Ash is
Look
gonna give him his
left.
jacket.
You give crew your
How tall
jacket.
is Ash again?
Yeah.
You're about the same height, actually. I think Ash is about maybe an inch or two taller than
He's
you.
5'6".
Oh, I thought you were like
yeah.
5'3", but you
No.
both about the same height.
Yeah, okay, so yeah,
Crew is small.
crew puts on puts on the jacket, and I think he looks left, looks right, just to make sure. Summoning a fire. Oh, that's not a good crime here, right?
It is
You
not.
should be fine.
You should be fine. I think it would turn some eyes if you had any fey creatures with you. That would hurt some eyes.
Wisps aren't really fairy, right?
Yeah. Elemental.
No, they're elemental, completely different.
We should hope no one mistakes them for fae.
Though they are still both primal magics, they are different. And yeah, Crew's gonna summon a fire wisp and just honestly probably give himself first degree burns holding a fire wisp that close to himself.
I mean, you can't
Gonna
really
fly into your
hold-
jacket.
Yeah, it's just gonna fly into your jacket.
Yeah,
Summon a fire
pretty
wisp.
much.
You summon a fire wisp, it stares at you expectantly and makes a couple of popping and crackling noises.
Hell. Just pleading with the fire wisp.
It sees how cold you are.
It's so
Floats closer.
cold. Just does the thing where like rubbing hands together hold them out in front of the fire.
Alright.
Just the
Which,
wisp, everything.
which direction is it? Is it this direction or this direction?
You could cut through the park on the other side of the street in order to get to it faster.
Maybe it's the park. Oh,
Alright. Hold my hand, both of you, Crew says to the fire wisp and mate as they cross the street.
No traffic gonna hit us, right?
I'm waiting for a red light.
Let's see. It would be around noon-ish. Traffic's fairly light. Eventually, the lights change at the crosswalk, allowing you enough time to get over to the other side. And, it's not nearly as busy as Sunshell was, but you definitely see a healthy population of errants wandering around alongside normal people. Like, you can definitely tell who the errants are just by how they're decked out with their gear. Any animal companions or familiars, constructs, magical things following them around. Yeah.
Huh.
Out of curiosity, it's like it's Caledon, as you said at the start, is a much like just like a much hardier people, a much hardier place. The average errant rank, is it like higher than it was in like in Sheridan?
Oh, that actually is a very good question. So, in Sheridan and most other places, the average errant rank will usually be steel. That's like the average. And it's kind of like a lower middle rank. You've been at least an errant for a couple of months to a couple of years. But around Sworddale, The average is a little higher, especially in the north. I'd say bronze, which is one rank higher than steel. Yeah. So you start getting into the higher tiers. It's not quite hero tier, but it's up there. Your seasoned adventurers at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of you guys would be like bronze level right now. Yeah, Q minus and crew would have gotten an upgrade in the
Would
intervening
Doc have,
time.
I can't remember if he said that Doc would have upgraded to gold.
Yeah, he'd be a gold errant by this point.
High rank boy.
Yeah. And of course, Pence fake, maybe not fake rank, I think was I think gold as well. It was decently high.
I think.
Yeah,
I think so.
it was decently high.
And in terms of like fashion for their like gear, is it more like what you would say like modern and then like like a pull from like a traditional fantasy, like a mixture of both of those for this place?
It'd be a bit of a healthy mix.
Mhm.
So, how would I describe the errant fashion up here? So in Sheridan, it was more modern tactical. That was kind of the style. In Arcadia, Air, and Caledon, they tend to steer more towards the fantastical. So you'll see more bits of armor. And seeing somebody wandering around in just like full plate armor is not unusual. It's just the style up here. You also see a mix of different fabrics as well. I mean, I hesitate to call them tartan, but like tartan style fabrics are pretty common, as are certain suit fabrics like houndstooth, stuff like that.
Mm.
No wonder Duck was so decked out.
Yeah, that definitely looks like he would fit in here.
Well, they're, you know, they have to pay homage, I guess, to their past.
Seriously, how is it comfortable to wear a suit of armor like that?
I mean, there's like if I remember right, it's like there's a comfortable layer underneath the armor. It's not just cold metal on skin.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
there's usually
This-
leather or quilted padding underneath.
Still very uncomfortable, you know, bending and all that.
I just mean like walking around here day to day with it.
I'm not too sure. I don't wear all that armor. It's not my style.
I mean, looks at Pent, who wears half plate.
Suited half plate.
Ellie, here's the projectile. You're running over here's the thing.
Fanciest half plate you've ever seen.
Pretty much.
So, I mean, may as well ask, like, you know, considering the, you know, cold, is that armor, or actually, is Pent in armor right now?
His casual attire, his attire is his armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Homie
I
has
figured,
been
because, you know, especially with errands,
Yeah.
we're basically always armed.
Yeah.
Admittedly, also I think he's in full plate, but
Yeah, the funny thing about
Not-
Pence, I guess, loadout in terms of armor. So, like, in his artwork, he has a couple of bits of armor, mainly the shoulder guards, but other than that, his suit is the armor. Like, bulletproof suits are a thing. So, you can probably just guess
Perks
he
of
has
being-
bits of... Yeah.
perks of being part of the Umbrella Corporation.
Yep, pretty much.
Well, formerly a part. Umbrella Corporation.
Now you're part of the Parasol conglomerate.
Something like that, yeah. It's mid job transition. It's kind of rocky.
He's part of the Uno Club.
It's true. I do have the exclusive power to Universe people.
You have Uno. You.
That is actually that'd be a really weird use of that card.
No, I'm more jokingly referring to champion reaction.
Okay.
You hit them? No, you didn't deal damage. What are you talking about? No, you didn't.
Play champion to annoy my GMs.
No, if you want to do that, you play a champion and have someone else play a guardian. Both of you are going, go on, hit the other guy, I dare you.
Go on, do it. I fucking dare you.
Alright.
We're gonna stroll through the park.
Yes.
Alright, can we keep it from can we keep the joke from happening of every time if I had a nickel for every time I got into a fight in the park?
Oh yeah, speaking of getting into a fight at the park, like, how do I actually pay this ticket?
Head to
Good
the
question.
department. Head to a police department.
No, just
Is
get
there
a
like a
little-
time? Is there like a time limit on the ticket?
Yes, but it's a fairly long deadline, but you can pay it either online or at the local police department. Usually online's better.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just.
Your case number should be on that ticket.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys make your way to the agency.
You do.
One moment. Let me...
Can I push Pen into somebody so you can start a fight?
Fight,
Do that?
fight, fight.
Why? Why would you do that?
They keep the streak alive.
Entertainment.
I mean, if we want to do that, we just send Pen to the fighting arena that we saw in the advertisement.
There is.
That's true.
Yeah,
Did you get that
fighting-
down? Did you write that down? You know where that's at?
I wrote that down.
Alright, cool.
I almost clicked on the fighting pit map to activate. I hate you guys. I heard
Yes,
fighting
Fo has
pit.
a map
Like,
for that.
oh, yeah, I do have a map. One moment. Let me.
I totally have not made pretty much every map for this.
Yeah.
Oh.
DG's made like every single map.
I mean, it helps a lot to have somebody able to do that. So I agree with that sentiment for sure.
When I'm busy working on art, DG's usually there to help with maps and stuff.
I'm surprised DG had the time to do that. Like, how did you fit it in alongside Silk Song?
You
I
did it before.
waited to play Silk Song. I waited to do Silk Song after I complete all these.
I see, I see.
So yes, that's what happened.
People ride bikes here. What is this? Seattle? Sick.
Yeah, there's no biking. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys make your way through the park and through the streets of Sworddale. And eventually you come up to a smallish building nestled up against a ridge. And outside there's a sign on the building that says
Oh.
MacGuffin Investigations. You recognize the building, Ash. It's been a while since you've been here.
What's the architecture like? Is it like brick and mortar?
Oh yeah, brick and mortar with bits of wood.
So let's head in, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help, but probably don't want you inside a house though, just in case. And gonna de-summon the fire wisp.
Wisp goes away.
That would be a really bad first impression to start burning things in the house.
I appear to have found a door which is in 2 doors in that reality.
Well,
That's a map glitch.
That's funny. Hang on.
Can't get to the second door.
Hang on. I
It's
can't.
stuck.
Door stuck. Door stuck.
is that the restroom?
Oh hey, I found another. I found another 2-door.
Hell yeah, brother!
Yeah, that's the restroom though.
You just have to delete the door phone.
I don't know if I want to do that right now though. Remember what happened last time?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a restroom though. I mean, I could try, but it could crash the game. I don't want to do that.
Hope. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a restroom. Restroom here. Restroom.
You can just drag Cole in there if he wants to go in there.
Actually, yeah, I'm just.
I mean, you just wanted to take a look. He's just being nosy. That's all. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a
The
big
door's
deal.
jammed a
Now-
little
now
bit.
I'm stuck. Now I can't get out.
No, you're trapped.
Now I'm stuck. Let me out.
I can't believe Minos has been given us morally.
Trap me in there.
You're locked in there.
Yeah, the door's
He's
a little
stuck.
bit jammed. You have to wedge your way through there. You're fine now.
Roll athletics.
He's gonna start banging on the door.
Actually, I probably should have done that. That would have been funny.
You're losing, Valley.
Anyway, yeah.
We got a little.
When you step inside the agency, it's warmer than it is outside. There's a fire going in the fireplace. And there's a smell in the air. Like almost like an air freshener trying to disguise the smell of cigarettes or cigars smoke.
Lovely. Is it like a cinnamon air freshener?
More piney.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I should really try to get like those wax incense in here. That really helps better.
Yeah.
Is that like for like a bell to ring?
Yeah, there's a bell at the window that you can ring.
Bing 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 bing.
Yeah. It's actually
Hey, just
quite
slam it.
quiet. It's quiet in the detective's office. You did arrive during the lunch hour, so maybe people are out to lunch.
Hmm.
It takes a couple of seconds before somebody comes out to greet you.
And it's a bee lady.
If you could believe it.
Can't believe it.
This is not what she looks like, by the way. This is just placeholder
Okay.
art. I have different.
I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want her or if I want to be her.
But yeah, a couple of seconds after ringing the bell at the front desk, you hear a door open somewhere in the back, and you hear a faint buzzing of wings, and you see the rather bulky yet somehow slender form of Regina drift into view, and she grumbles. Yes. How can I help you? Oh, she stops. Oh. Wait, are you disguised, Ash? Have you been disguised at all this entire time?
No.
I would hope so.
No? Okay then.
Okay, congratulations. Get kicked out of the country day one. Speedrun. 8%.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the very.
No, it's for the
At the very
They're
least, I
terrible
imagine.
spy.
At the very least, I imagine he was disguised in the airport.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that is just a okay. Congratulations. Or,
I don't think we would have got in otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Or gotten out.
You would have been stopped at immigration, like, immediately.
As soon as they got out of like the train station, he would have been back to normal, I guess.
Regina, I guess she has compound eyes. You can't tell if she's squinting at you. The way she stares, you can tell she's sizing you up. Yes, can we help you?
Guess it's been a long time. You don't recognize me.
Stairs. Ah, yes, former client of ours. Welcome. What brings you to the office today? Have we not been keeping you updated on your case?
I think it's been pretty radio silent for about a year.
Reaches down, starts going through files on the computer. Ah, I see. Well, yeah, if you are here in regards to your case, would you like to step into our office to discuss things in greater detail?
Yeah, we can do that.
She nods. You see her drift out of view for a second. You see the door next to you open.
Should we follow or?
Yes.
I'd assume so. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it is your business. I mean, you don't need to be involved, I suppose. But if you want us to help, it would be useful.
Here's the printer you get from
Bad news. There's not enough seats in there.
You're gonna have to stand. Okay. It's got a little bee plush.
Yes,
Yeah,
I designed
there-
this office
there's
wonderfully.
There's a bee plush on the desk.
You might also notice that there are wanted posters. He is being nosy and snooping.
Yeah.
I mean, you just leave him sitting
Over
out.
there.
It's not like he's digging through anything. They're just right there.
The back
Oh shit!
pocket.
There's some fresh bread.
Bread.
You want to handle what Kamasi's doing first?
Oh, actually, yeah, let's do that. Humanos is snooping around. Wait, so you just go behind the front desk and start staring at stuff, snooping? Okay.
It's not like there's a barrier or anything. He just he was walking by and he saw it, and then he's like, "What is this?" Kumato's being nosy and snooping around is an established character trait.
Yeah.
Ooh, pictures.
What's this? He, rifles through
Ooh.
all the drawers.
Well,
Ooh,
he's
that's
not
cool.
digging through anything. He's just looking at what's left.
It's
lying
their
out.
fault for leaving it all available right out on the open. Like, if you
Yeah,
didn't want your wallet taken, you shouldn't have left it out.
Anyway,
Exactly.
yeah. Humanos. Behind the front desk, you do see a bunch of posters and flyers sitting on top of the tray on the copier.
Is there any information that he gets out of looking at them?
Some of them are missing persons posters, and then there's a couple that are person of interest flyers.
Okay. Would he be able to make note of some names and faces for the future, perhaps, even if they're not anything that is listed out explicitly right now?
Oh yeah, you can note stuff like that.
And he would make a point of tracking that.
Okay, yeah, sure. So you make a note of the missing persons, the individuals, memorizing their faces, names, locations, also any of the persons of interest as well.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do you find around here? A lot of
Got
the
some
paperwork.
bread.
Yeah, a lot of the
Got some
paperwork
booze.
around. Yeah, bread, boo. Oh yeah, booze. A lot of coffee, tea. Behind the desk, you see a lot of paperwork and file folders and filing trays. It's a little. It's both neat and messy at the same time. It's an organized chaos. But you get the sense that they are pretty busy. Like on a regular basis.
Warm to cooler.
Water cooler.
Anyway, is that everything that you're snooping around for, Q-Minos?
Big.
Alright. While Q-Minos is out snooping around, the rest of you guys are in Regina's office. She shuts the door behind you and then takes a seat at her desk. But you notice the chair behind the desk, it doesn't have a back because, she's, kinda, got the insect thorax sticking out behind her. It's covered with, a skirt, so you don't really see it, but she's, yeah, she's got a big ass.
In simpler terms, yes, that's that big booty.
Yeah.
She's wide. She got a dump truck.
She got back pain. She got.
She's a little dumpy. Anyway, she takes a seat at the desk.
Why is there so much sugar in here?
Yeah, you notice, Doc, with your attention to detail, you do notice that there's, like, both empty and filled coffee and tea containers all over the place, and the air smells sweet. And then also, she's a bee. She likes her sugar.
It's a normal occurrence.
You say so.
Yes, indeed. We like our sweet beverages around here. Anyway, Ash, it has been a while since you were last around here. Any particular reason why you've taken such great risks to visit?
I think. Well, we're on a separate job having to do with Tyrion and some other things. But aside from that, I think I wanted to speed along this process of clearing my name.
You see her tap her claws idly on the desk. She has 4 arms, by the way, so she has one pair of arms just kind of like placed in her lap. Another hand is like tapping her fingers on the desk. The other one is just kind of resting on her hip or something. Yeah, she's got arms for days. She stares at you. Are you not confident that we've been handling the investigation properly?
I'm not questioning any of your ability. It's just we're on something a little urgent.
Indeed. Well, your family has been needling us for updates as well. She clicks her mandibles a little bit in faint irritation. Oh yes, they're doing quite well, by the way, in case you wanted to ask.
Gotten a few updates, so it's good to hear.
We do try to keep them informed of any developments in your case, but as we mentioned previously, Your case is a rather difficult one. She pulls the file out of her desk and places it on top, slides it over to you.
He's gonna pick it up and open it.
So, to summarize what's gone on with Ash's situation, as far as you guys know, a couple of years back, Ash's friends, who were also his party at the time, were murdered while out on a contract. Ash was not present at the time because he was running late and told the rest of them to go on ahead. When Ash arrived, the rest of the party was either dead or dying, one of which was his, I guess, girlfriend. Yeah. Doc would know this because he's seen the memory. Immediately afterward, Ash was forced to flee the country because he was framed for the murder. But there was a significant lack of evidence. An anonymous tipster simply put him there at the scene of the crime. But there wasn't any concrete physical evidence. However, apparently the anonymous witness's testimony was credible and believable enough that their word was taken at face value, and Ash, being kind of a nobody, really didn't have much of a chance, so he ran. And the case has largely been cold since then. There haven't been a ton of developments, and any physical evidence has kinda been non-existent.
Disappeared.
Yeah, disappeared. There's been weirdly not a lot of evidence. Any video evidence confirming Ash's location at the time of the murder, conveniently unavailable, gone, erased. Any character witnesses that would have painted Ash in a good light, surprisingly silent. Aside from Ash's family, who still insist to this day that Ash would never do such a thing to his friends. And the identity of this witness has never been disclosed, and Regina has never been able to obtain any information about this person, again, which is really, really suspicious. The main theory that Regina and other investigators on the case have been running with has been that Ash's party probably came across something that they weren't supposed to see and were silenced for it, and Ash was set up as the fall guy. Or they crossed somebody fairly powerful or influential, because, well, the amount of cover-up that there seems to be going on is pretty significant for just a random accident out in the woods.
This is definitely an expert frame job.
One of the more impressive ones I've seen.
Really, really dedicated too. But all of the various security footage of just no one seeing you at all on, before, that is definitely
Yes.
strange.
Indeed, we have been able to determine, or at least somewhat confirm our suspicions, that any credible character witnesses on the subject of Ash as a person have been intimidated into silence, or perhaps paid off.
Either works.
Okay.
Yeah.
These things.
He'll take out the pictures of his friends, like as they are now, and give them to her, and if she hasn't had them.
She'll look at them and nod. Ah, yes, I see Miss Sinclair supplied you with the photographs in question.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, Ash. We'll glance at the rest of the group. Well, actually, now that we think about it, are your companions aware of your identity?
They're mostly up to speed.
We're aware, and we're dedicated to helping him out of this mess.
Ah, understood. Well, she'll switch to using your real name, Damon. We are sorry, Damon. We know this must be very difficult for you.
It's sort of confusing. So, do you want them dead, or you want them whatever they are right now?
She nods grimly. In any case, our field investigators, while out on another job, was able to take these photographs out in the field. It would seem your old companions have been... She tilts her head. She chooses her words carefully. Restored, somewhat, and have been wandering out in the wilderness. There have been a few reports of aggression from them as well. Thankfully, no fatalities.
I had heard from a suit that they are, or at least one of them was deployed out to Texada and then sent back. So I guess they are in custody of somebody. Someone is telling them where to go.
You see Regina's antenna wiggle a little bit in thought. We've had our suspicions of a facility being active somewhere in the north, but given our workload as of late, we've been unable to investigate further to confirm our suspicions.
Crew's gonna look over at the rest of the party. Should we? I mean, that's kind of why we were here and here. That's kind of why we're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Sounds like a win-win then.
But we still have to be really careful, because an active one, yeah, that was fine, but an active one, that's a lot harder to get into. Especially one that we had intel on that's constantly on the move.
Regina makes a quiet clicking noise. Unfortunately, we are not able to provide much information in regards to the matter. This facility was not active at the time of our retirement from the suits. It would seem this facility became active after our departure.
So it's a newer one. Okay.
The northern coast of Caledon is rife with all sorts of superstitions and rumors. It would be very difficult to sift through them all, but we are sure that you would be able to find something. But northerners are very secretive, wary, cagey. Getting information out of them would not be easy.
I can imagine. So instead of starting off big, we should probably start off small. So I do have some questions about that.
She nods. Very well.
Is there a-
Fire away.
Is there a way we can know where the crime happened and whom these silenced witnesses were? Or is there any leads onto how we can try and procure that info?
While you're asking your question, she pulls aside a cup of still hot tea and squirts a lot of honey into it, like a disturbing amount of honey into it. It's like half honey at that point. And then she takes a teaspoon and starts mixing it.
Crew just looks at it like it's the most normal thing. That's about how much sugar he puts in his drinks anyway.
She will retrieve the case file from Ash and then flip through the documents inside of it and then pulls out what looks like a map and places it on top. The incident occurred north of Sworddale, in the woods between here and the coast and the mountains.
So really remote. Okay.
Somewhat. It is a popular hunting ground for errants, but in recent years it's been less popular, become a lot more dangerous. Even more so in recent months. A lot of monsters crawling around. Very dangerous ones. Most errants avoid the northern coast simply because the military controls much of the region, and a lot of the incidences, monsters, and the like fall under their jurisdiction. But of course, some enterprising errants like to swoop in and get a few contracts for themselves under the table. Much more lucrative, but off the books, naturally.
And would those happen to be the ones that go missing?
Oftentimes, yes. Becomes very difficult to track them down considering the contracts are not on record to begin with. Most of the time we're only able to discover locations due to the GPS trackers and their tags.
You mentioned that the monsters have been a lot more active. Is this like a... Is this something that's happened before? Is this like every so often this happens, or is this unusual?
She shrugs. Monster activity in the Highlands isn't unusual. It is like the tides, it comes and it goes. But... She pauses, antennae wiggling some more. They have grown a lot more aggressive lately, the past year or so.
The tide comes and goes, but the tide hasn't gotten this high in a while. That's probably something for us to keep in mind.
Perhaps.
In regards to your other question about silenced witnesses, I can provide you a list. However, she stares at your group again. However, considering you are not employees of this agency, as much as we would like to help you in that regard, this information is quite sensitive, so it is for employees' eyes only.
Okay. I guess that's understandable.
She
Fine
does
with me.
raise a hand, though. However, we do have a loophole resolution for that, if you would like to hear it.
Sure.
She tilts her head, and although she doesn't really have any lips to smile, just her general vibe would seem to indicate that she's smiling. You could join the agency as employees. It would justify your presence in the region and allow you to gain access to certain materials you might not otherwise. However, being associated with an agency also comes with drawbacks. If people know that you are investigating on behalf of an agency, they might be more inclined to clam up. So it is up to you.
Huh. Alright. That is something to think about.
I guess the question is, I guess the question is, do we think that it would close more doors than it opens? And, you know, I don't exactly know how many doors are open to us right now as it is.
We only just got here, so probably not many.
She tilts her head to the other side. Well, we do have an array of contacts in and around the region. Informants, if you will. We could provide you with some direction in that regard, make friends, develop some connections of your own. A friend of a friend discount, so to speak.
What are y'all thinking on this?
I have no particular attachment to either approach. Both will have their ups and downs.
I wouldn't want to put this agency's name in jeopardy.
Is there any? Sorry, real quick, just for a clarification. So, she gave us the options of like we could join the agency, and also it's like we have informants, and I could tell you sort of who they are, so you could start asking around yourself. Those are sort of the options ahead of us right now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's either you join the agency and you have full access to the information and resources that they have. But the drawback to that is that, I mean, it's like, you know, dealing with cops. Like, people will clam up in response to law enforcement if they go snooping around. But if it's somebody else asking, not related to any law enforcement, they might be able to, you know, talk a little more. There's also certain protections that come with being part of the agency. If you are not part of the agency, people might be more willing to talk to you, but then again, Caledon is still, you know, kind of cagey towards foreigners. However, Regina would still be willing to let you in on their informants and contacts, so you could still find out information through, you know, friend of a friend. So you'd still have a middleman finding out stuff for you, and then you can develop your own connections from there. Those are kind of the options. Like, you have a lot more freedom in that regard. You don't have to worry about being connected to the agency, but you don't have access to any protections, any resources, or things like that.
Okay. Difficult choice indeed. We don't have to choose right now if we don't want to.
You do not. You've only just landed in Caledon, we presume.
Yeah, we still have to get a place ready for us to make base at.
Oh, do you not have any lodgings set up?
Oh, we got an option for that. It'll be fine.
Ah, very well then.
Do you happen to know of any outing meadow somewhere near or out just outside of town with a lot of space? Low traffic.
She clicks her mandibles a little bit. Well, to the northeast of town, there is a wooded dell in between the town and the mountainside. It's not well traveled. There is a road, but people don't really go into the forests there anymore. Claims that it's haunted or something. But you know how people are and their superstitions.
We put the haunted dollhouse in the haunted forest. Let's go.
Yeah, I was about to say, their claims are about to get a lot more backing as soon as the goddamn dollhouse that doesn't let people leave shows up.
Hilarious.
I'm just
I guess-
imagining Foe rolling every night to see if anyone walks into the haunted dollhouse.
Tee-hee, ooh-woo. I wouldn't do that. Actually, no, I totally would.
I guess the only visitors we'll have is the ghost hunting live streamers.
In this video, this haunted house has showed up just yesterday. It was not here before. We don't know how it got here, but we're gonna go exploring it.
God, it's just the Ghost Adventures TV show. Oh my god.
They see
Look,
Kumai
I
in
only
the
know how-
hallway holding apple juice. Hello there.
Look, I only know how to do one YouTuber voice, and it's Mr. Beast. So Mr. Beast is every view porter.
I don't know. I've been told I do a very good Northern Lion, specifically in the okay, let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to the
Okay,
hammers.
yeah, no, you do a good Northern Lion. I can definitely hear that.
It's just the okay. I'm really good at the okay.
Let's
Also,
kill
I'm-
him. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers.
Let's beat him to death with hammers.
That is
my
a good
God.
impression. Yeah, that's pretty spot on.
Oh my god. Also, I'm gonna have a very difficult time keeping up Regina's speech quirk, in case you haven't noticed.
It's alright.
She refers
This
to
is my-
herself in third person plural. We, the royal we, because hey, Queen Bee. That's gonna be really fucking hard to keep up, by the way.
So she's the queen. Got it. So in the because I was googling
Regina
how
means
bees
queen!
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I was googling how bees survive the winter, and they form. It's the same way that they kill wasps. Form
They
a
heat up.
giant cluster and
Yeah, the
heat up.
cluster. Yeah.
So I'm just imagining Regina goes to sleep and pulls up her blanket, except instead of a blanket, it's 100 bees just sticking together.
Also, they consume honey or nectar throughout the winter that they've stored up. So that's why you don't
Yeah,
want
it's like
to...
this giant stack of it underneath the table.
Yeah. Yeah, which is why you don't want to completely empty out a beehive when you're harvesting honey. You gotta leave some for the bees. Also, a bee colony, when it comes time to prepare for winter, they kick out all the males and any workers that they have to sacrifice, and they just die or starve.
Noble
Let's go,
sacrifice.
girl boss.
For the colony. Yeah. The males have no purpose, so they kick them out.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
One more question.
Yes, go on.
Do you happen to... I see. I don't know if this is sensitive information. Do you think it's okay to
That's-
talk about
That's not a good sign.
the Grove? That we are sent to, look after.
You hear her click her mandibles a couple of times. Unfortunately, that is not a subject that we are very knowledgeable in. However, we have heard rumors about such a place. A hidden grove, a great tree. However, we have heard that it used to be a site of great pilgrimage in the past, but over the years it's simply vanished off the face of the earth. We would assume that it is being protected for some reason, though we are not sure what that reason might be.
Well, this is also part of our simply should come here to check on that. So, guess we're on our own to finding that.
Indeed. Be very careful. The region that the Grove used to occupy is under the control of the Caledonian military. And the military has a lot of secrets. As do many towns in the region.
Even worse.
It takes a sip of her
Okay.
tea. It flows very, very slowly.
Well, that's
Nice.
all the info I need. Nice and thick honey.
It's honey with a bit of tea in it.
Mm-hmm. Flavored honey. Well, I suppose I should ask if you know any good hairstylist. I can't be walking around like this the majority of the time.
New haircut? Let's go.
Unfortunately, lacking any hair to speak of. Unfortunately, there are no recommendations we can make. Yes, this bee portrait does have hair, but the actual Regina artwork that I have, she is very much an insect. She has no hair, so
Very insect, okay.
she's like insect. She is literally just a giant bee.
A giant bee of clothes.
Yeah, a giant bee with clothes.
All I can think of is that one person from Mario Galaxy.
Not like that.
I don't know. I had like the image of like Conker's Bad Hair Day.
Bad hair day.
Yeah. Isn't that what it is?
Bad fur.
Conquers
Fur
that
day.
fur day.
Hair Day.
My man went to the barber and got fucked up.
Anyway, did you all have any further questions?
I don't think so, as of now.
I
That should be all.
If you would like, we can gather a short list of contacts and informants to help get you somewhat started in your information gathering. But it will take a bit of time. People are, again, very wary around these parts, especially what information they share. However, we do know of at least one that is also a foreigner like yourselves, but is treated like a local. She's been around for quite some time. She should be able to help you a little bit.
Oh. Well, that'll help a lot.
That would
Where
be
is this person?
that would be very appreciated.
I don't know what her availability is, but from what we remember, she likes to frequent the fighting pit.
Oh, look. We saw an advertisement of that.
She's quite the superstar over there, quite popular. Bit rough around the edges, but a tough girl. Tough like the people here. We suppose that's why they like her.
Okay. We'll be sure to check that out then. Do you have a physical description?
Tilts her head to the side. Tall, blonde, pretty. Dresses a bit like a thug. Still a little tough.
Alright, we'll check it out then.
All blonde, pretty, and a thug.
Yes, be careful not to insult her. She's likely to punch you in the face. She doesn't exactly
gonna-
like being hit on.
He's gonna look at Doc.
I am staying away from that.
Oh, I'm not worried about you hitting on them. I'm more worried about you insulting them.
I'll try and be extra careful.
We can pray to the gods.
Come on. We'll worry about when time comes, alright?
Alright.
Oh, and one more thing. If you decide to go looking for her,
Mm-hmm.
mind your hands.
Okay.
People who touch her without warning, they don't fare too well.
Touching her makes you feel ill?
Oh no, she'll punch you and probably break your
Oh.
hand.
Which, I mean, would make you feel ill from the pain, so you're not too far off.
I think we're gonna have a good time.
I don't think I'm gonna have a good time with that.
Do you even have bones to break? You know what? We can ask that later.
When you go to the fighting pit, be sure to ask for the mountain breaker.
Mountain breaker.
Gotcha.
Takes another sipper for coffee or tea.
She sounds terrifying already.
This place sure attracts some people.
Well, you have to be strong and sturdy if you want to make it out here.
I'm sure some of us fit into that category. Surely.
Ooh.
Look at Ash and Tent.
Wait, where's Minos?
Huh?
Wait, where is Kuminos?
Has he not been here this whole time?
He's probably in the restroom.
Maybe he's still there.
She stares at the door. You might want to be careful. If you're able to lose track of a party member that easily, one is likely to go missing at some point.
We will keep that in mind. Thank you so much for the help.
Indeed. And we apologize for the unusual speech patterns we have. It is a remnant of our place of former employment. They found it quite intimidating, so we kept it up. It's an old habit and hard to shake.
I can imagine. Well, I'm gonna go find Kuminos.
Oh, there he is.
He is K right now.
Standing
Still.
behind the desk.
Transfixed by the wanted poster. I can't believe that the twin thieves both are wanted. I know
mean,
it's
that's
a photocopy, or I'm just pretending that those are different wanted posters.
Anyway, yeah, you guys can decide on whether or not you want to take up Regina's offer and join the agency. You don't have to make the decision now. You can make that at any point if you need resources
Yes.
or anything like that.
Above table, I feel like that's something we keep in our back pocket, but we try to do as much as we can without it, just because, like, just so that we can avoid having to deal with the, bureaucracy and the fact that we're actually, with law enforcement. So,
Mhm.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the thing about an investigation agency, they are private detectives. They're not, they're like kind of like law enforcement, but not really. They cannot arrest people. Their job is to find information and then they hand it off to the actual people who handle the court stuff and arrests and things like that.
Arrest people? Are you sure about that, though?
Huh?
Nothing. Never mind. Just thinking back when I made this map.
Oh, I mean, actually, yeah, there's like an interrogation room, and a holding cell, and yeah.
It's lawful kidnapping.
I mean, okay, yeah, they can detain people for law enforcement and question them or whatever. It's a combination of investigations agency and also bounty hunting. So yeah, never mind. They can detain people, but not actually, throw them in jail. It's like, yeah, bounty hunters. It's very loose. It's a little loosey goosey.
You'll find some fun things if you go through all these doors.
Like the
Yeah.
bathroom, and the bathroom, and the bathroom.
Gruff MacGuffin's office is right next to Regina's. There's a giant bone in there. There's like the
Comedy.
kitchen. There's like whiteboards everywhere. Let's see. There's like cigarettes everywhere too. Cassette tapes in the observation room.
I like little
Interrogation.
details.
And there's like a holding cell over here. Yeah.
I gotta say, I like how they have different like what are those mats? They have different mats in front of their offices.
Oh, the rug?
Yeah. All I think was like a welcome mat.
Yeah. Howling wolf and plants. Yeah. There are other members of the agency, but again, they are out on lunch right now. They're not really important, but if you guys decide to join the agency, you might run into them.
I mean, you have to have some receptionists.
Oh yeah. But they're like
Return of
junior.
Lilith. She's the every receptionist.
But yeah, they'd be junior investigators, receptionists, file clerks, etc. It's a small agency, but Regina and Ruff are the primary investigators. And yeah, you guys wouldn't really be taking anything to trial. There wouldn't be any Ace Attorney courtroom stuff because that would be too annoying for me to figure out how to make work.
What do you mean? That'd be
Damn.
fun.
Oh yeah. Speaking of making things work, while we're here, I totally didn't just remember while we were talking that I have this, which lets me impersonate using performance. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of that. Just keeping myself disguised.
That is really
Yeah.
funny.
Anyway, while Cole is AFK, so once you guys leave the office, what would you guys like to do?
Well, okay, we have
Did any of
we have a
you
few
happen
choices.
to? Did either of you happen to take a picture of when the fight club's happening? You know, just like, 'cause I assume we're probably going to want to go there and talk to the Mountain Buster, right?
You could
Well.
do that, but I do not have her NPC art done.
Oh, I was thinking that like if it's a fight club, it probably happens at night. So
Well,
Yeah. We could go ahead and set our base if you want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we probably should do. Wait,
Yeah, it's
Wait, we gotta-
afternoon right now.
oh wait, what is the base you've got? I don't think I heard.
Oh yeah, you guys
Uh.
didn't tell the rest of the group about the cursed dollhouse.
Oh,
Well-
don't worry
I
about
mean,
it.
it's not cursed. It's just a
don't wor-
dollhouse. It's a creepy
Yeah, don't worry about it.
dollhouse.
It's
not
just a dollhouse.
It's just a
Smiley
dollhouse.
face.
Anyway.
Ho gave us a miniature little thing for us to make a base.
Oh, like my workshop.
yeah, like that.
I do also have Eyes of the City. I can track with diplomacy.
Oh yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, so in this section of your campaign, your Caledon arc, a lot of the more investigative or information gathering stuff is going to be a lot more useful here.
Yes.
Blasting,
all
blasting,
of the-
breeding.
A lot of the social stuff is going to be a lot more useful here.
I do indeed plan to set my leads.
Yeah. Leads are going to be more
Oh.
important, being able to gather information, and also develop relationships with people around the city or around the region will also be really, really important. Because you guys kind of had the benefit of having friendly allies in Sunshell that were easy to befriend and turn into allies. Here it's going to be significantly more difficult. You're going to have a lot working against you.
No, we need our mountain of friends back.
We'll make a new mountain, and then we have those mountains fight. And whoever lives is a bigger mountain.
Make him go up against the mountain breaker.
Yeah. I will probably be making more use of NPC attitudes in this segment of the campaign because you are going to have to work a little bit to foster relationships.
Alright guys, I got a plan.
Roll diplomacy on everyone. Got it.
No, we got we gotta take our
I
mountain.
act-
We gotta
oh,
take
wait, I
all our
forgot.
mountain friends at the end of the campaign and throw them against both Gen Corps and Jokers.
They will die.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, we were just talking with the queen, though. It's like when a wasp invades the hive, you know? Yeah, a bunch of bees die, but they kill the wasp. Also, I totally just I also totally forgot versatile performance. Also lets me make an impression with performance. I don't need diplomacy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
Yeah,
pretend to be a
versatile performance is pretty good.
socially adjusted individual.
That
They said
masking?
lying.
Anyway,
Basically, yeah, I have a feat for masking.
anyway, what would you guys like to do right now while we're waiting for?
Well,
Cole
I'm
to
gonna
get
take a look at these wanted posters.
back? Okay.
Since I see Kimaino's absent-mindedly staring at them.
So, in regards to the wanted posters, so as I mentioned previously, the agency also kind of semi-functions as a place for bounty hunting, which is usually a very restricted type of contract for errants, although I think Pent would be qualified to take them on. Usually they're restricted to gold rank and higher. But with the way things are in Caledon, they're a little more publicly available. They are still restricted to agencies only in law enforcement. They're very rarely put out to the public, except for special circumstances. The ones that you see in front of you, they seem to mainly be for petty crime. So these bounties in particular are for thieves / pickpockets who've been targeting errants in particular, which sounds really, really strange, but when you think about it, errants are probably the most decked out and probably most wealthy people in the region and most visibly recognizable. You'd think,
Yeah,
oh,
it's a very
why would
high
you-
risk, high reward thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very high risk, high reward thing. And you'd think, oh, who'd be stupid enough to try and rob an errant? Well, you know, you don't have to actually mug them. You can be sneaky about it.
You think
Yeah,
who'd be
that makes
stupid enough to rob an errant, and then you check your pockets.
Wait, fuck.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a couple of bounties posted for some people who are suspected to have stolen some pretty expensive errant gear in the last while. They're not violent, but yeah, they're approach with caution type contracts. 'Cause you never know.
Yeah. It's gonna be really funny when we trap them all in the dollhouse.
And then we trap the cops in the dollhouse because we forgot to let them in. Or sorry, let them out.
But
It's
yeah,
gonna be so
you got
fun.
a couple of pickpocket bounties on there.
For some easy money if you track them down.
Mm-hmm. The rewards are pretty sizable.
Oh, there's a camera right there.
Ash, no, it's the camera. Nice.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. There are actually security cameras. But yes. Anything you guys would like to do right now?
What's
Oh,
this
I-
orb on the table?
A projector.
Oh,
Ken has seen those before.
so
I'm going to check the current status of my bounty. What's it looking like?
Valid. Honestly, I was half tempted to just look at it, just see how high it was.
let me
anything.
check. I actually do have a breakdown of how much stuff would be in terms of
also,
contracts.
just out of curiosity, is Asha wanted dead or alive? Wanted alive? Wanted dead?
Wanted alive for questioning.
Okay.
But there is a bounty on his head.
How much?
Ken's like, how much? Hmm?
Can I pay off my
Yeah,
ticket with this?
Out of character, I'm curious. Listen, I'm
can I-
sure there's some really dumb bullshit we could do with this. We turn him in, get the money, we break him out. Rinse his fuck.
I think that's called fraud.
He's very
Yeah?
much bounty fraud.
And?
Fair enough. But yeah, all I imagine is just, can I pay off my parking ticket with this? Hands over a wanted criminal.
So, okay. So, the type
Where's the
of
park-
okay, actually,
crossing say?
so the type of bounty that is on Ash's head is actually a renegade bounty. So he's actually been labeled as dangerous. And the bounty on him is 10 grand, which is unusually
10 grand.
high. It's unusually high considered he's only really wanted for questioning.
But his accusement is murdering his party.
Yeah, which is why he has a renegade bounty on him.
So yes, if someone turns him in, they're gonna be rich.
And I think the people that will have to come after me have to be pretty high, right? Like golden higher.
Golden hire, yeah. And renegade bounties are managed by local law enforcement and errant liaison officers. So basically, they're the ones that actually set and distribute the bounty or broadcast the bounty. And for renegade bounties, although preference is stated that he's to be brought in alive, renegade bounties also kind of have, lethal force is authorized if the general public is at risk.
Yeah.
So, alive is preferable, but, not
If he d-
necessarily.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, he dies, he dies.
And you get no money.
Yeah. Oh, if he dies, well, that's one dangerous individual no longer threatening the public.
I am a public threat in Caledon.
Look at this boy. He surely doesn't look like a public threat, right?
Anyway, yeah. Anything else you guys would like to do while you're here? Because if not, you can go set up your new place.
Fun place.
Yeah.
We can go set up our fun house, guys. Don't you want to have fun in the
Yeah.
fun house?
What's on these magazines over here? Anything cool? Anything hip? Any new armor coming out?
Any new movies?
Sure.
What's the current celebrity gossip?
Oh, what is it?
Who did Taylor Swift just break up with?
Taylor Swift.
I don't know, there's some tabloid stories about some washed-up actor out in Tortuga that became an errant, but is so well, I wouldn't say horrendously bad, but they're not great, because being an actor is not the same as being an adventurer. And then, of course, Pent would know because you ran into those guys.
Heck.
That's rough.
Oh yeah, and then there's like an article about what's his name, Akash Kumar, who is essentially this world's fantasy Elon Musk, about how he was found stranded in the middle of the ocean on his mech.
Oh.
Yeah, that happened a couple of weeks prior, because who do you think stuck him there?
Man, these billionaires get up to some weird stuff.
Yeah, what the hell was he doing with a mech? I mean, I guess asking what the hell he's up to is sort of a moot point. Never dealt with that guy, but... Yeah.
I guess this helps in some way with planetary exploration. I don't know what they're up to anymore.
Oh, is that his new scheme? I haven't paid attention to him in a minute.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Anyway, we should head out.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Also, just as we're walking, crew's gonna try to be paying attention to, how people in Caledon, sort of like how they dress, how they walk, just sort of paying attention to how he would, how he would have to look, how he would perform like them. AKA, yeah, I'm just keeping an eye so I can impersonate.
Yeah, I can describe that to you a little bit. Generally, Caledonians kind of keep to themselves, but they do have their close-knit, social groups. When they do socialize, though, they can be kind of loud, animated. Sometimes, it sounds like they're shouting, sound angry. Also a common thing, they like to complain.
Okay,
something to
I
complain
immediately know what. I'm Eastern European and I'm Jewish. I know this vibe.
Yeah!
This
and
is
also
any family gathering.
You can impersonate this easily.
Scots are also like that too. They like to complain. Also, do not talk about, don't get into discussions about alcohol or sports teams. Those get very passionate very quickly.
So what I'm hearing is make sure to get into that conversation if we ever want a way out.
Just talk about sports, yeah.
Talk about sports and your
Hey,
favorite.
this guy
alcohol.
just said he doesn't like fucking hockey.
What do we
Anyway,
what do we play up here? We play hockey up here.
Yeah, what's the sport?
Scotland, like their thing is golf, but soccer.
Golf is
for
not a
sure.
very intense sport.
Golf is not an intense sport, but otherwise soccer.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay. Play some footy.
Yeah.
What they call football.
Yeah, the football. Yes, they're very passionate about that. Oh, rugby. Rugby also.
Oh, and rugby. Yes.
Rugby is a very rough sport. It's football, but without any of the padding. It's full contact.
No safety.
Yeah. And then hockey is just rugby on skates. I'm gonna be very obnoxious once hockey season starts in like 2 weeks.
I'm sure you inventors are going to be talking about that constantly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, yeah, you guys want to set up your base?
Of course we do. We're going to explore this place.
How are you getting out to the grove or the forest? No, do you have
Great
transportation?
question.
There's a bus around here somewhere.
Not out that way.
Perfectly good bike and a sealable car.
Right outside of the
Let's
private
Listen.
investigation.
no, not this
Your
early.
first thought is to steal it. Of
Yes.
course.
So, yeah, how are
Borrow
you
it.
getting out that way?
Anybody got the Uber app? Lyft?
Is it different for this country?
Fuck! I forgot to ask them for their Wi-Fi. I still haven't set up a new SIM card, so I don't have access data, and I forgot to ask for their Wi-Fi.
You can just get an eSIM.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, that's what I meant. I haven't set it up. It's gonna take me a second.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it should become a problem so soon.
I would think you'd add a hotspot to mate.
Look, it's the other way around, really. He connects to my phone's Wi-Fi, or my phone's hotspot, so he's sort of inactive, right? I mean, obviously he's active, but you know, this phone's on airplane. He's on airplane mode.
Sounds awfully inconvenient if you're in the middle of the woods.
So yeah,
I mean, it
how are you getting out there?
how far even is it? Like,
Uh, probably like 20-30 minutes outside of town if you drive.
Can we rent a car?
Or you could.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome
Pull us
back.
back.
no worries. We're talking about the
Welcome back.
ever important thing you should do in a new country: rent a car.
Which is
I mean, you could also
horribly
call it
expensive.
hitch a ride.
Make sure to, and remember, if you ever rent a car, make sure to take a picture of the entire car. That way,
Yep.
if there are any scratches on the car ahead of time, they can't sue you for them.
Yeah, renting a car in another country is insanely expensive and really restrictive. When we went to London, for example, the original plan was to rent a car while we were there, but then we saw like all of the fine print. Like, wait, huh? No, this is really expensive and so not worth it. So we just ended up taking the train everywhere because the London Underground's actually pretty good. They also cap your fare every day too. There's like a maximum amount that it costs you. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Got any rentable scooters?
For me.
Actually, yeah, they probably do. I'm also surprised you guys don't have your own like little vehicles at this point.
I mean, even if we did, we just took a plane and a train here.
It's not like we could bring it over.
You
Yeah.
expect us to have the 007 like foldable like spy suitcase glider? I don't know.
You have an inventor in the party. I don't know. He could invent one.
Yeah, the only
Yeah,
one
let
that's
me
the
just
robot that
let
blows
me
things
just
up.
pull out my workshop real quick.
We don't have time for that. Okay.
I think you need a permit for that to do that at the street.
So yeah, how are you getting out to set up your base?
Very modern problems. Okay.
All right,
You're in a foreign country. What do you do?
let's start walking.
That's gonna take forever.
That's gonna take you a couple of hours.
Just till we find a place that rents cars.
Yeah, until we find a place to rent cars. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, there's probably going to be one near the train station. Like,
I mean, not just like flag a taxi. Like we don't gotta rent a whole ass car just to like get to.
I mean,
B
then
to
we'd
B.
have. I mean, the thing is, we'd also need to come back from B to A.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What I'm saying is we can take a taxi to where we can get a car.
That too.
All right.
Modern solutions to modern problems.
Well, there's 5 of us. Someone will have to stay.
Why?
There are. Couldn't we just get like, I don't know, like a minivan?
They got Ubers here.
Yeah, probably.
That's not-
ride share.
Can we just Uber ourselves into the wilderness?
I guess that is a question. In Midgard, does Uber take you to the middle of the woods?
I mean, they can if you want.
And I would assume that would be extra. I would guess.
Yeah, it would be extra.
You got the money.
Yeah, but it's not like the most unusual thing. We got people living in the middle of the woods. It's adventurers.
I also
Yeah.
like how you say
They're a
we
bit
got the money
weird.
when we have been actively robbing one person for all for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the money. We.
Hey, comrade.
We got the money.
We have the money.
Stares at Pent.
And I remember.
Comrade, we will have more than enough funds.
Anyway, yeah, how do you guys get out into the middle of the wilderness to set up your base?
I vote we just Uber over there.
I mean, then we're
How
gonna
can I
need
be
an
a
Uber
dinosaur?
back. Like, we're after we set up our base, we're still in the middle of nowhere.
And I guess we could rent a car. How expensive is it to rent a car?
Let's see.
I never thought I'd have to be thinking about renting a car in a fucking TTRPG.
So it'd be about 100 GP a week.
That's a lot.
That is expensive.
That is a lot. And how much do you have in your wallet right now?
Pent has about 9,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I never ended that.
Hey, Pent. Or, hey, Yorin. Buddy.
Doc has 700.
Yes.
Kuminos has 3. Crew has 100. Yeah.
Hey, Yorin. Buddy. Think you
Yes.
could, cover the cost of renting a car while we're here? Think you can help us with that?
Roll a
You know, we're-
diplomacy check.
Just
You are making us sound like the least competent people on the face of the planet.
I gotta flag down a taxi.
Is there any chance that I'm making an impression right now?
No,
Yeah,
because this is not the first time you've met me.
roll a diplomacy check.
22.
I don't think that would beat.
Oh, 28.
You hear pointed it.
Oh my, Jesus Christ.
That does just barely beat Pence will
Let's
save.
go!
Or will DC.
Is that how, like...
That is how, like,
50.
make a request is.
Yeah. It's against like a will DC. So, Pent.
It's just pitiful enough where you're like, okay, fine.
Yeah, Pent. Crew gives you the
Crew's looking up at you.
biggest, saddest, and most pathetic puppy dog eyes at you. And I don't know, maybe you were already going to foot the bill for renting a car, but this just kinda, sends it over the edge. Like, okay, fine.
You got, like, code snot.
Oh
got-
yeah,
Paying me back.
oh yeah, it's cold. It's he's shivering because it's cold as well.
Okay, on one condition. You're paying it back with interest. 8%.
It's for all of us, right?
Those are my terms. Take it or leave it.
You're paying it back.
You're paying it back. For all of us.
I mean, those were the terms as I heard them.
Mm-hmm. I agree. We should go with that.
4 against 1, Crew. Oh well. You're already in the hole anyway. What's a little more?
Laughs an 8% interest.
What's a little more debt?
Wait, how often is this interest compounded?
I mean, you're paying 100 a week.
See, I could be a turbo dick and make it weekly interest. But I'll be remarkably generous. Monthly interest.
Crew's gonna speedrun build a car before that can happen.
I'm sorry, that'd be really funny though.
I
That
mean,
would be really funny.
it can't be that hard to build a car.
It's not easy either.
Nope.
I mean, of course it's not
Yikes.
going to be easy, but
It's also expensive.
well, less expensive than actually buying a car, because the thing you're buying is you're not just buying the car and the materials, you're also buying the name of the brand. So if it's just the materials, it's honestly not even going to be that expensive.
Anyways, do you agree or not?
Do you agree, crew?
I mean, we need a car. Like we
Then say yes.
Okay, okay. This is a 6-person party, correct?
5.
Okay, 5-person party. So
You're not counting Mate as a
will-
person?
Nate doesn't have a
Nate-
wallet.
yeah. So
Nate
I'll-
doesn't
I'll-
have an allowance.
I will ease the burden upon crew. Everyone, when renting the car is over, everyone pays me 20 gold or 25 gold per week of rent, plus interest.
Isn't that
Deal.
That
more
way,
than
that way
100?
it's not all on a crew.
What was the amount per day?
100.
100 per week.
Basically,
Pay you
you're
more than the cost and interest. No deal. Fuck you.
Well, no, you aren't paying exactly
No,
the cost
no,
because
you're
it's
paying me
25
exact-
each.
That's what I
But
mean.
it-
We're paying more than the cost with interest. It's like, no, fuck you.
no car then. Sorry, I don't know. Those are my terms.
I mean, you are extorting him for money to pay the car rental.
I'm asking for a favor.
That's an expensive favor.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Walking.
He's got
Come on.
nice house.
All right.
I mean,
Let's go.
Yeah,
If you-
and
if
we
you want
need,
to-
and we're gonna need some portion of this to pay people off because we're in a corrupted ass fucking place.
Let's go,
Might as
Kaminos.
well go find a scooter.
Okay,
I mean-
okay, fine. I will drop the interest. Just pay me what I paid, and we're even.
How about at the end of it, we all give you 20. That way it's split evenly 5 ways, and we all contribute evenly. How does that sound?
There's
That's how the
only
math works.
This
There's 5 of us. 100 divided by 5 is 20.
and I'm the one paying.
Yes, and so we will pay you back.
I'm the 5th person.
Yes, we will pay you back for our portions of riding in the vehicle.
Yeah, it's like splitting
We're not
rent.
paying for you too. You're in the car.
Ugh.
This is
Yeah.
You
so
would be
funny.
benefiting from the car as well. We're not, you know. I know the first time you got in the car with us, it may not have been the best experience, but
My car, by the way. I should actually be charged. That's a good point. I should be charging you for that.
You want to
Charging
know
you for what you did.
You want to know what would make this even funnier? If
Yeah, sure.
If Penn just used his card on somebody. He's like, okay, these are my terms. You agree to them.
That's
We're
true.
done.
It would make.
I mean, if
perfect
we're
sense to
casting
just
spells
fucking-
on each other, I swear, if we cast spells on each other, I will be hitting. I will make sure to hit Pent with the I can smell everything I see right now.
But no, and to directly respond
man.
to the I should be charging you for that before we get too far from that, because I do want to say something specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. In that case, consider this my retroactive charge for your fortune-telling session. That was very helpful and informative, by the way. You're welcome for
You're the
that.
one. You're the one who wanted to do it. You cannot charge
And
me
did
for
you
that.
not benefit from it?
I did, but it does
So
not
stop.
change that you are the one. Fine.
You came
20
to
per
us
person.
attempting to contact us. We were simply verifying that you didn't have nefarious intent. Someone from your perspective can absolutely understand the necessity of that. I gave you much more information than I needed to verify. Thank you.
Fine. 20 per person. Per week.
See, and this is where Kuminus' charisma stat actually shows in.
This has nothing to do with charisma stats.
No, he did.
You could have argued this shit with 8 charisma.
I know, but I'm saying, like, in character, like, he doesn't normally make arguments, but when he talks, like, he makes a good point.
I love Kamino so much.
I love this party.
There you go.
Anyway, so you guys
Well, yes,
go.
it's been decided. We're renting a car.
Splitting the cost.
and
We're all
splitting the
chipping
cost.
in 20.
That's a lot easier than just 100 on a one person. All right.
Yes. We're all doing 20.
101 person plus interest would have been way funnier though.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Kumados was just like, hang on a second.
Math.
I also would only be able to pay for 1 week.
Well, that's what that's for. I'm a generous benefactor. I ain't no loan shark.
Anyway, so after a bit of a heated discussion and trying to figure out your transportation, you do eventually come to an agreement as a party and go to rent a car. And it is 100 GP per week, and that'll be paid at the end of the next week. So, yeah, you have a car now, yay! Woohoo!
Yippee!
So
You have a
you'll-
minivan
You pile
that we
into
can
your
all
vehicle.
actually fit.
Yeah, you all pile into your vehicle and head out of the city and towards the northeast in the woods to set up your base. Would you like to do that now?
Yes.
Just like
We're
to set it
gonna
up.
plop.
You're
We're gonna plop down the dollhouse and how's this thing work again?
Where's the item? It's in your inventory, right?
That's a pretty weird. Wait, who did you say gave this to you again?
The magic shop owner, Poe. That guy.
Oh,
I believe it takes
And-
10 minutes to. No, 1 minute. Okay, to set down the dollhouse and activate it. Okay.
Y'all might want to move back a little bit.
Yeah, so you guys head out into a dense stand of trees about 20-30 minutes outside of Sworddale. And even though it's middle of the afternoon, you're in the middle of winter, so day gets dark really, really quickly. So by the time 2-3 p.m. rolls around, the sun's already setting. And as you drive out to what looks like the countryside, it gets foggy very, very fast. And you come across a dirt road that leads into the middle of the woods, and you drive down it until you find a suitable enough clearing and large enough to fit it. Quiet, secluded. You set it down, and Doc, you're the one that puts it down, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You set the dollhouse down, and for a minute, nothing seems to happen. It's still a dollhouse.
It's like he pulls the pin and then runs away.
Yeah. Nothing happens for a good minute, and then once that minute passes, the dollhouse seemingly explodes in size, and standing before you is a grand mansion. Looks like it's 2 floors at least, fairly expansive, made of dark wood and stone. Looks old, kind of gothic architecture.
and we're doing this in the haunted woods.
Yeah.
Yes.
Allegedly haunted.
Allegedly haunted.
Allegedly
I-
haunted.
I'm gonna be honest. I think with this in here, it's no longer alleged.
Actually, I have the map actually for it, so you're standing in front
Yes.
of your house.
I upload the
Okay.
map for you, so
One moment, let me
Load
set your
it up.
tokens in front of it so you can actually see what it looks like.
I am very proud
Also-
of this map.
Just to make sure, while Doc does he do anything while he's activating the manor?
It doesn't really say how to activate it, just activate it.
You just place it down.
This is it down.
There's a specific thing I'm referring to that needs to be done when activating the manor.
Oh yes, you have to state who's allowed in and out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So do that before we enter it.
the party is allowed in. Yes, including mate.
And
And everyone that
everyone
is
else.
not affiliated with the party long-standing needs to pay interest while they're here, right? That's how we do things.
Exiting. Exiting.
Well,
Everyone,
no,
everyone,
people are
everyone's
allowed
to
to.
exit too.
People are allowed to enter for free. It's just exiting that you need to be allowed to do.
Everyone's
Yeah.
allowed to exit. Yes, there we go.
That's
the
when you
match-
pay. Okay.
Once the mansion expands to its full size, you guys find yourselves standing in the middle of a very fancy stone courtyard with interesting foliage, dense trees and bushes, and topiaries.
Well, it looks. Actually, no, not even gonna pretend. It looks pretty nice, honestly.
And enter it.
Yes, who wants to enter the haunted mansion first?
Um,
Not it. Not it.
I
Got
do,
it.
I do sincerely wish to explore the mansion. However, I do
Oh, yeah, we're not
have
gonna
a lesson
explore it
here
right
is
now.
soon.
I know.
Oh,
I just
great.
need to
gotta-
do my obligatory welcome, foolish mortals. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Yeah, anyway.
Oh no, wait, it's you guys. Welcome inside.
Yeah, you will get to explore the mansion next time. But yeah, this is a good place for us to stop. It's very cool.
What do you think this?
Finally,
I'm very proud
we
of
get
it.
to be. Finally, we get to
Nice.
become the scariest thing in all of Caledon. Landlords.
I am
We
no
can
longer
rent this
interested in
place
second
out,
campaign.
and we don't believe in squatters' rights, because if you squat in here, you're not allowed to leave, which means that I don't know what it entails, but if we shrink the house, probably not good.
But yeah, I think this is a good place for us to stop today. Thank you guys for playing. You'll get to explore the mansion next time.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you for hosting. I do have to run. I hope everyone has a
Yep,
wonderful
awesome.
day.
Bye.